Yo, guys, if you want power in life, you have to go out and you have to get that shit. So what do I mean? I mean every day you must wake up and you must relentlessly pursue the most powerful version of you. And so most people go through life without realizing their power and what they're able to do. They go through life, their entire existence, in a shrouded, shrinkage state of consciousness. Fucking ants compared to a hill. And so what I want you guys to actually understand is that every time you don't pursue your power, you're going to be existing in an alternative state of which is non-deserving of your divinity. You have to understand the worth of your life. You are literally worth infinity. But since you choose to be worthless, that is what you render yourself inferior. And so I want you guys to understand that the work is a reflection of the worth. And so most people believe that because they're existing and they're worth infinity, they automatically deserve to get everything handed to them. But what I'm telling you, which is the law of the universe, is which reciprocity, to mutually benefit yourself and others, to wake up every day and to choose to exchange benefits by becoming the benefactor of your life, to be a walking reverberation of benefit, a walking reverberation of value, which is only accumulated through the work you induce into yourself and to your own consciousness by waking up and being a tactful individual, holding your integrity to the most powerful of habits, and actually conducing and inducing becoming a metaphysical factory. I want you to engineer yourself. Stop looking at yourself as this weak ass bitch. Look at yourself like this fucking machine, this bio fucking robot, this bio manufacturer, and start engineering yourself to get to the places of life which are the highest of quality, which is reflective of the worth you have for yourself. And so I want you to become this self-engineering machine, and I want you to become this biological subsequent of relentless pursuit of power. Now, what you have to understand is that the way you go through life is in the entirety is a reflection of you. It's a reflection of your self-worth, and everything that happens outside of you, when you lack the cognition to reflect, it will be weaponized against you and you will remain in shambles. And so to become powerful is to simply confront yourself, to look in the mirror, to look at the reflection, to begin reflecting. And when you do this, you can actually get the fuck up and you can stand the fuck up. And instead of walking around with a plastic fucking spoon, pretending it's a sword, you can actually look in the mirror and you can do some shit to demand what you want out of life. And so most of you guys will forever be infantiles in an adult body. Your mind will always reflect the inadequacy that you reverberate through existence. You'll never actually get to the state of consciousness where you're actually in congruence with the highest of outcomes. Guys, you are a byproduct of what you do. And so when you do powerless things like the vices, like the self-betrayal, well, you are rendering yourself as a certain quality. Now, you have to understand that the only difference between you and the highest of quality people is the quality of doing, the quality of actualizing, synthesizing, and creating. And so most people don't understand that the reason they feel stuck and entrapped is because they are addicted and they have wired their brain for absolute failure. And so I want you to truly understand that you need to become the molten lava and you need to burn through the things that chain you to mediocrity. And you do that by truly understanding that it's not about the gym, it's not about the habits, it's about who you become on the journey of overcoming the things that are trying to keep you down. It's about becoming the individual who empowered themselves beyond the limitation. I remember being in the position where I thought it was impossible to break free. But guess what? It's fucking not. Because the moment you begin pursuing yourself at the highest level, the moment you look in the mirror and you say, I know I'm worth more, I'm going to actually commit myself to this. I'm not going to pretend. I'm going to dedicate my life to overcoming and destroying my weaknesses. Now you come to the self-realization and the recognition it was never possible. The impossibleness that you feel is a reflection of the weakness which has been seeping through your mind every time you leaked energy in the direction of what is destroying and sabotaging you out of the best version of life. Now, the better you are at being aware, the better you are at coming to the recognition and the reflection, and to actually berate yourself and to confront yourself and to investigate yourself and to actually say, you know what, I'm not going to settle for this weakness. I'm not going to be this weak ass, decrepit, low level bitch that's sabotaging myself out of life. I'm going to actually be the best version of me. I'm going to actually dismantle this problem like a fucking brute savage. I'm going to grab the fucking metal bar and I'm going to bend it to my will. And I'm going to do this with every problem in my life until my life is reflective of zero problems. Then when my life has no vices, no negative habits, and I'm on a straightforward path, well, this is where I begin developing the positive habits as well. And so, of course, you develop the positive habits while ridding the negative habits. But the moment you rid everything negative in your life, you're no longer conducing and pumping negativity into your metaphysical factory. And so the moment you can actually realize that the reason you feel weak is because you're pumping that through weak habits into your mind, when you disintegrate those and then integrate higher quality positive habits, well, you become a existential manufacturer of positive energy, which will reflect in every area of life. Much wisdom. Grab a notebook. And the delays was because people were disrupting me when I make my videos, whatever. They don't even exist to us. All we see is mission. All we see is vision. All we do is complete. Everything else is background static. We don't see the envy. We don't see the hate. We don't see the fake smiles. We don't see the gossip. We don't see any of that. We may see it through the flesh, but it doesn't touch the mind, because we have a factory that is building something and manufacturing something so much beyond a fake smile, so much beyond a pestilence of an existence, a being, a human who will sit there and try to disrupt something that is so beautiful they can't even comprehend it. We don't worry about that. We see beyond that. We are more than that. We know our worth. We see more. And we are the reverberation of good luck, of hope, of prosperity, of growing, of love, of truth, and anything that's seeth in the dark that is seeking to tear down. Well, we reflect back the iniquity in the mirror of shame, of which they should stare into some more, so they could come to the recognition they're a fucking bitch. Peace.